Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me. And I can't choose.
Whoa! Mama! We're in the basement. Party time.
Excellent.
Swing.
I like to play. People are mad at me because I keep doing these drum videos at Guitar Center. You know, you go to Guitar Center, you can just wail on the drums.
Oh, I'm aware.
It's a good time in there. And then people are like, you didn't say I like to play. You should have done Garth. You look like Garth. Blow me. I'm like, all right, I missed the Garth reference. I did a Ferris Bueller reference. Fuck you.
I hate you should have done, and I hate you're better than that. You don't know me. I'm not better than anything.
No, I'm worse than that.
Way worse.
Well, you got all kinds of people. They write to you and you go, what are you talking about?
Yeah. I got a friend. He's like new comic, and he's like,
oh boy,
I'm getting the meanest comments. Something about me. They hate me, and I'm like, it's all of us. He's like, no, mine are meaner, and I'm like, are you an idiot? We're all getting it.
Oh, man. I mean, like, that's what someone said, too. They're like, you can't just be making fun of regular people, because I did this video at the Cubs game. And I'm like, look at this piece of shit. Look at this guy. And I'm like, well, aren't we all just in the public domain? And I'm like, I'm a regular person.
Yes.
Like, it's not like Jane Fonda.
You got that
I'm
right.
like an asshole. I'm an uneducated asshole telling dick jokes, and every day someone's like, you skinny faggot, you piece of shit, you're a bad dad, you're
Sorry
a homo, you hack, you fucking suck dick, you fucking faggot, whatever.
I got a few right.
And I'm like, why can't I make fun of a guy he's just walking around?
Well, you know what the new backlash is? The new swing is all these queefs in the crowd work videos are going, hey, I never said you could film me.
Oh.
I came to a show. I don't want to be on camera. I'm an audience member. Take it down or I'm suing there, Pauly Shore or whoever's out there.
Wow, now we have to put the paper up on the thing that says you agree to be filmed.
That's what it is.
On every show.
Yeah. I had a lady, I did a spot at New York Comedy Club, and she came out, she was like, I saw a camera in the back, I can't be here, I'm wanted by the police, and da-da-da, and I was like, shut up, you crazy coos, and her husband came out, he's like, she killed a man in 88 in Reno just to watch him die.
Wow. Well, that's interesting, too, because people now, if you go on a date with your side piece.
Yeah. Oh,
all of a sudden, hey, I called in sick to work. I called my husband and told him I got a cold, and now here I am with Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Well, what's that Larry David doc, The Long Shot?
Yes.
He was at the baseball game, and he got out of prison.
Right. That's wild. That's one of those ones I keep telling everyone I saw.
I do, too. I never saw it.
I'm like, oh, yeah, big time. It's crazy. But I get it. He was he was on camera.
Yes.
That's his excuse. He got out. All right.
I never saw The Wire, if we're really opening up.
Oh, I saw the first half of an episode, and I think you know how I felt.
Whew, that's human Tylenol PM. That thing came on. I went,
oh, it sucks. No, I mean,
I'm sure it's great, but
algorithm.
So is War and Peace. I'm not going to pick that up either.
No,
Side piece.
A lot of things you really just got to go. Oh yeah, I mean, I never saw Fargo between you, me, and the lamppost. I'm only
overrated.
kidding. I've watched it a lot of times. I just saw Full Metal Jacket on the big screen with Ari.
What?
How about this fucking idiot?
Me love you long time.
Yes. So last week, Ari texts me, wonderful Ari, and goes, hey, you want to go see Full Metal Jacket, 35 millimeter film, Village East, 4 p.m.
Wow.
I bought 2 tickets, dead center. You think you died, went to heaven.
Wow.
And I said, who are you talking to? I named a podcast after it. I love Full Metal Jacket. I'm all about the Full Metal Jacket. I want to put a rifle in my mouth.
Yes, Gomer Pyle. Hit you with a sock in a soap bar.
I'd love to be beaten by soap. It'll make me come. So I was like, I'll be there, you fat fuck.
Soap's cum.
And so today, I got a full day, 11 a.m. I get the foot lasered off.
Plantar fatty ice shoe?
No, the wart, silly.
The genital wart.
The hot doctor's got to blast off these warts. And this is another one, by the way. I've gotten 750 messages, put duct tape on it, rub 2 pennies on it.
2 pennies?
Have Mark come on it.
I have Newt, whatever it is.
Well, I have Newt.
Oh, that's Macbeth. They mix up that stew. And they go, I have Newt, a ferret's dick, a Jew's nose.
I don't know Macbeth. New?
Ah, that's great. I've watched it twice today.
Okay. Well, Macbeth, whatever Irish asshole you saw, Scottish, I guess. So They're all telling me, but I'm sticking with the hot doctor.
The best selling. Yeah, all right.
She's good. Very funny, by the way.
I like Beth.
Are we allowed to say that?
Yes.
Hilarious.
You
I'm a fan. But anyways, I'm sticking with the doctor. She's beautiful. She's attractive. I like going to see her. You don't understand what it's like to be 58 and married to the same woman for 25 years.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
I'll have lasers shot up my asshole just to talk to a beautiful woman for 30 seconds. We're one-on-one in a room.
Yeah, well, it's like a champagne room, but it's very expensive.
I got a date, and I'm into pain, so I'm going to keep going.
Oh, hey, this is good. And you like a lady in a uniform.
Absolutely. It's like Scrubs, but it's still something.
I'll take a scrub.
It's not like white fishnets and like that silly hat.
No, although that's a Halloween costume that's pretty hot.
Maybe I'll see if you can wear a Halloween costume.
Yeah, DeRose had that great bit. Nurse is a hot Halloween costume. I've never seen a hot nurse. It's a black lady in Tweety Bird scrubs who's got like an attitude. It's a great bit.
That's very funny. He got in hot water for making fun of nurses.
I saw that.
That was a while ago. But anyway,
they thumbs down his business. He had some problems on Yelp.
Oh,
Cry for Yelp.
Yeah, Yelp me Rhonda. I don't know.
Good Beatles song.
But anyways, so I got the scraped and the shot and the boop, and she's like, it's looking better. You should be good. One more week, whatever. Then I went over to the gym, pretended to lift weights, hit the steam room where you get the warts from.
And the gays.
That's what I like to do. It's like going from the dentist to the cupcake factory.
Yes, that is fun. Or the gym right to Chipotle.
I did that also.
Aha!
So to me, Chipotle is still healthy, by the way.
That's agree.
The healthiest thing I eat.
I see a tomato in there.
Yeah, there's tomato, there's cheese. Cheese is good. Vitamins.
Cheese is, I'm on the fence with cheese.
I thought cheese was calcium. You need teeth, you need bones.
Yeah, there's milk in there.
It helps your teeth grow.
Who was the first guy to try cheese, by the way? That guy had some balls.
Probably cheese. Isn't it Dave Cheese or something?
I don't think so. I think it's Louis Pasteur.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Boots on the hands.
Yes.
Isn't it crazy? I know this. We talk about this occasionally. You throw it out there, and it sounds like a mushroomy weed conversation, but you're like, how did they come up with cheese?
I wonder this all the
cheese.
time. I think it's a lot of Latin in there, the Hispanics.
But how'd they get the Latin? How'd they come up with ixnay on the hombre, home?
Yeah, and there's words that didn't exist that you're like, I got this feeling, like awkward, the word awkward. That must have not been Latin.
Right.
Was there awkwardness in Latin time and in the Roman Empire?
And then you just know the feeling.
Yes, you're like, I need a word for this feeling. And awkward or whatever, I was what's that word?
Shame.
Shame. Shame's pretty old.
Shame Gillis.
That goes way back. But like, what's the word? What's the incredulous?
Oh, incredulous.
Like what the hell? What does that mean anyway?
Incredulous, I think furious, like incensed.
I don't think
I was
so.
Incredulous.
I think it's confused.
Maybe.
Give that a goog there, will you?
Incredulous. INCREDLOUS.
Yes.
Credulous.
Unwilling or unable to believe something.
Unable to believe something.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
So kind of like, what?
So like,
I was incredulous.
I got a 10-inch dick. I don't believe you, but I need a word for that.
Right.
That's fun that they had to come up with it. And then how do you do it? Do you call the courthouse? Hey, we got a word here.
But incredulous isn't like, I don't believe you. I think it's like, get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit. You ain't got no 10-inch dick.
Right.
I think.
Just saying. The ladies love it.
Incredulous.
Yeah. All right.
Incorrigible.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
Well, you never hear corrigible.
Oh, that's true. I've heard of porridge.
Porridge is like a soup, oatmeal.
Yeah. What is incorrige?
Incorrigible is like you can't fix it. You can't get them to settle down. You're incorrigible.
Oh, hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, there's no courage.
So a kid is incorrigible. They won't.
Absolutely.
They're rambunctious.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like he does all this. He throws paint on the walls. He takes shit on the floor. He licks the envelopes. Whatever.
There you go. All right. So where were you? What happened? You got laid in the steam room.
So I go to the steam room, and I feel like the steam room is a place where I feel like a woman. Remember I had this story years ago at the Astoria steam room where the guy kept being like, you got a nice body. What's your name? That whole thing. And I almost fucked him just because I wanted to get him to stop bugging me.
Sure.
And I've always wanted to try that.
Yeah, that's how I met my wife.
So I had another one today where I go in the steam room after the workout and a guy comes in a towel, very fit, And I was next to the thing you splash the water on.
Yes, I love that.
And he kind of just looked at me. He stared at me like this. And then he looked at my chest like he was sizing me up.
Oh, boy.
Then he took the water and he did a bunch of splashes, but he was kind of doing eye contact splashes.
Ooh.
He was like this. Like, what do you think of that, you fucking little bitch?
He's getting his rocks off.
And I was kind of just like, all right. And I tried to pretend like you probably sleep, like, all right. And usually, by the way, you ask permission. Hey, you mind if I throw a little water on there? A little cum, whatever.
You know what? This is the code. That must be it. Hey, you down? That's the gay move.
Like it's like my back, and then this is the cum.
Yes,
you want a little cum splash in your back.
That's the sign language. Like, the old tap on the floor with the bathroom with the Republicans in the stall.
Sure.
The rock splash is, hey. It's like the earring in the right ear.
I think he might be onto something because he kept staring, and then I didn't give him like the
exactly.
back.
You didn't wave him in.
And then
curveball. We
sat there, and then he sat. It's a big, long L shape.
Thank God. That's a weird dick.
But then he sat right next, not this close, but on my side, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
And I just stare straight ahead because I know what goes on in there.
Sure.
And then after a few minutes, he comes back over, looks at me again, takes it a few more splashes.
Oh, he's asking for it.
Aggressive splashes, and then he stares again as he comes by. And I'm like, And once again, I don't like confrontation. I'll fuck a guy if it gets him to leave me alone.
If I was a woman, I'd be blowing Lex right now.
Absolutely. By the way, Chuck is dead again. He keeps passing away.
Yeah, he's like Kenny in South Park.
I never saw it. I tell people I saw it.
Yeah, it's
Great
like The
show.
Wire.
Brilliant. But anyways, we didn't fuck, but he really steamed it up. Then I took a nice shower, headed down, did the reg, hit you up at Chipotle.
Yeah.
You made up something.
Gay Zoom.
Ate
Syracuse.
a burrito, then do the regs. And the regs, I got a hard out. Hard on, hard out.
Yeah.
Because I got to go see Full Metal Jacket.
Yes.
So we're going and going and going. They start 30 minutes late. I go, hey, I got to go. I get out at 3:50. It starts to rain.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I'm like John Cusack. I have to run from the West Village to the East Village and up to 13th and 2nd.
Wow.
I'm at the cellar. I'm running the rain. It's 3:55. Ari's supposed to get there, get the snacks, save the seat.
Yep.
I texted at 3:55. I haven't heard from him. Like, hey, you there?
Uh-oh.
I get this. Fuck. I'll jump in a car.
Oh, I forgot.
I'm like, I'm running. It's like a hot day. This is the biggest thing on my calendar. I got the poster up.
Yeah.
I'm telling Sarah, my wife, I'm like, I'm going, baby. Full Metal Jacket. Don't even text me. My favorite film with Ari. It's a date. No one else is invited.
Yep.
He forgot.
Oh.
So I'm running there. I get there at 3:59 p. And I go, hey, I'm like Costanza. I'm like, hey, I got to use the bathroom. I'm going to shit my pants. I just did a 4-hour podcast. I have a ticket. It's coming. The guy's like, just go down there.
Oh.
I go down. I piss.
Nice.
I come back up, and I go, still no tall. I go, is there a lanky, horse-faced piece of shit?
Big heeb.
Yeah, ugly, giant balls.
Not a great comedian.
Yeah.
Unattractive, 78.
Yeah, not great at all. But anyways, he goes, no, I haven't seen it. I go, well, can I go get snacks? I got a ticket. I swear the guy's like, you good? And I'm like, I could have just gone and seen any movie for free, I think.
Yeah, I wonder why these theaters are failing.
So I go in, I got the big popcorn, the big soda, the big fucking ice cream, all the shit.
The big soda.
Now I'm just standing there like an asshole. The movie starts at 4 p.m. I'm loaded up, and I keep telling the guy, he's like a cool black guy. I'd be like, I got a friend, don't worry, he's coming. I'm eating the popcorn like this with no hands, you know. Finally, Ari shows up, and he goes, these usually start late, which I'm like, when does a movie start late? Maybe the trailers.
Previews.
But there's no previews because this is a 35mm bullshit special edition. We go in, and they're like 9 minutes into the movie. He's already calling them all homos and queers. And I'm like,
you can suck the silver off a tailpipe, whatever the line is.
Yeah, it's pitch black. So we're walking up, and Ari's got his ticket. He's like, we're in F-15, F Troop. And the people are like, so we're stepping over people and moving. Everyone hates us.
Yeah.
And we finally sit down, and I'm like, you forget, it sounds so fun. 35mm film print, but it's shit.
Oh, is it?
It's an old print, so it's like the whole time, and then the audio cuts out at times. It's like skipping and jumping. The whole thing, you're like, what are we doing here?
It's like when you put a record on, you're like, this will be nostalgic, and then pop, beep, you take one step, you queef, you fart, a mouse shits, the whole thing's ruined.
I said the same exact thing. Not to mention, one side of a record is like 8 minutes.
That's
so you
true.
sit down, you put your feet up, you're like, all right, this is a little Dizzy Gillespie, and then you just hear.
Yeah.
And I'm like, now I got to go change the fucking
You got to
thing.
flip it and flop it, then you can't get the needle right. It's like finding a clit.
It's no good. And so the movie's great. It was one of my favorite films of all time. I love the first half. I love the second half. We had a great time. But then I had to hustle back here for the pod.
Yes.
So the movie ends, and he's like, what do you want to do? You want to go to a titty bar, go to the steam room, blow each other, get some warts? And I'm like, I got to go, you fat piece of shit. So
That's what kills about Ari. We went out drinking last week. I had 6 pods to do the next day. I had to fly to Oklahoma and do a gig. I had to help the homeless. And I call him. I'm like, this is the worst hangover I ever had. He's like, oh, I'm still in bed. I'm like, it's 4. He's like, yeah, I'm watching TV. I'm getting blown. I'm like, God damn, you don't do anything.
his life is so nice because I'm like, did I fuck you over here? Because he completely forgot about the movie.
Yeah.
So now he just has to, all of a sudden, watch a 2-hour movie, and he's like, no, I wasn't doing anything.
Wow.
Nothing.
Meanwhile, he's one of these work smart, not hard.
Yeah.
You can't get hard, but he's got like David Cross episode coming out today, and he's at Kill Tony with a suit on, talking to Joey Diaz, and I'm like, you're everywhere, but you're nowhere.
Yeah. He doesn't do anything. He's
No.
he's Kramer.
He's Kramer.
He is Kramery.
Yes.
I bet Kramer's got big balls.
Oh yeah. Funnier though.
Anyway, so then I ran all the way home, and it was one of these things. I got home, had time to see the baby, put the baby down. As soon as he went to sleep, ran down here.
Hey, well, good to have. Well, you got a lot in.
Lot in, baby. I can't wait for you guys to leave me alone.
Woo! Well, we'll be out of your hair in about 45.
Well, I have this one. My wonderful wife is like, the show got canceled, and you're like, just gotta go watch the Sox. Plus, I left the TV on. That's the word. I left the Red Sox game just on.
Ooh.
Now she's gonna come upstairs and be like, what a piece of shit. He leaves the TV on when I'm not here.
Well, you leave it on for the dog.
The baby likes to hear the baseball game.
That's true. It's very soothing.
It is. Until they go to commercial, they're like, get yourself a bowl of deodorant, you piece of shit.
God, bowl of deodorant. That's a weird way to apply it.
Well, whatever.
But I had the same thing. I used to put on music when I'd fuck a couple ladies, and I'd get the Pandora. So you'd be like, I take it nice and slow. MeUndies. You got to buy MeUndies. Stamps.com. You're like, come on, man. You're ruining the moment.
Not me. I wear sheath only,
Yeah,
folks.
you got that right.
All right, so you got a lot of stuff. You've been all over. Oh, God, that just grossed me out and turned me on at the same time.
Sorry. I got a lot. This one I think is going to hit home.
Every time I see you have a new kind of pants.
Really?
Yeah, you got all kinds of pants.
Amazon, $11.
No kidding.
Yeah, best deal I ever made.
All right.
No zipper, though, so you got to pull down like a 9-year-old retard every time I go take a
I hate
shit.
those, and then they snap up in your balls, and your
Yes.
balls and dick all shoot up in one direction.
Good for an airport. You don't have to do the belt or anything, but man, when you got to pee,
Yeah, I don't
got
care for that.
The 10-inch dick. It's a lot of pulling down. Mm-hmm. All right, so let me run this one by you there, Fatty, because
Yeah.
I think this will go right into your rectum.
Yeah, shove it in, please. I'd like to come.
So I got this gig. Every year I do a gig in the Hamptons.
Uh-huh.
And it's pretty good. This guy out in the Hamptons, I forget his name, he books all this stuff. He's got me in this nice kind of resort hotel thing, and I go, great, it's a 3-hour drive. I'll drive it, come back. I need an opener, though. And he goes, well, what about this guy? I go, oh, Raanan. Have Raanan do it.
Recommended Raanan.
Yeah.
This is our podcast coach.
Oh,
Every 6-7 months.
there you go.
Try not to see him too much.
So I text Ron. I'm like, hey, you don't have a car, do you? And he goes, I'll borrow Caitlin Palufo's car. I
This
go,
guy loves to borrow a car.
great. So we get Caitlin Palufo's car. I say, meet me at my house at 2:30, and we'll hightail it up, beat the traffic.
Uh-huh.
3-hour drive. So Raanan, right on time, 2:29, texts me, hey, I'm outside. I go, this guy's all right. I like this guy. I get a couple snacks and some waters. I run downstairs. I kick my wife in the stomach. She has a miscarriage. I go downstairs. I get in the car, and I go, all right, we're all good? He goes, yeah, hang on.
Oh, my God.
What's going on here? And I go, well, just pull out, and we'll be on our way. We got the green light. Come on, baby. Here we go. Because I like the Zoom.
Of course.
Not on the laptop, but get me moving in that car. And he's like, oh, hold on. Okay, now we're coasting. And I'm like, oh, it's red. And he's like, oh, shit. You know, we almost hit 6 people. And I'm like, you all right? He goes, yeah, I'm a nervous driver. And I go, but you got here. And he's like, yeah, I left like 2 hours ago. I'm like, from Queens? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, that's 4 miles or whatever, but whatever. So I'm like, well, we'll be fine. I put my feet up. We got 3 hours ahead of us. Literally takes us about 25 minutes to get to Astor Place from my house. 25 minutes.
That's an 8-minute walk.
8-minute walk. 2-minute drive. Look, takes 25 minutes. And at one point, he's fiddling with something on the dash or doing something, doing his makeup. And
I hate this man.
we are we're behind a bus, which I already hate. I'm like, you don't let a bus get in front of you. That's torture. But whatever, we're behind a bus, and then he can't find the brake. I hate to shit on the guy. Can't find the brake. And I go, hey, here we go. We got a green light. Cars are honking at us. Then people going around us going like, what are you doing? You know, that whole thing.
I have no stomach for bad driving.
I don't either.
I can't do it.
So we're on Broadway and 8th Street, or St. Mark's, or whatever it is. We're at Broadway, 8th Street, and the light is green, and he's not going. You can't find the accelerator. We finally get moving. Now it's yellow. Then it turns red, and he just keeps rolling.
Oh, like Axel Foley.
Yes. Axel F. He keeps rolling, Dave Foley, and now we're in this Broadway, perpendicular. Cars are coming out. We have a red light, and I'm going, this is it. Cars are just like, whoa, they don't hit us, thank God. And I go,
holy
that's it.
shit.
I'm driving. I'm Foley whack-a-mole. So I go, pull it over. I pull it over. And he goes, you sure? I feel bad. I'm the opener. I go, I'm driving. I get out. He takes the car out, or takes the key out of the ignition and hands it to me. I'm like, why'd you take the key out? We could just put it in park, but whatever. So I get in the car, and now we're hauling ass. But here's the clinker.
Now I'm driving the bus.
Exactly. Now I'm Batman. So I go, well, here's the problem. I was in shotgun. I have a phone call to make with my with an IRS agent at 3. Now
IRS
it's already
agent.
Huh?
IRS agent.
Whatever you call them, Asian, Hispanic, whatever they are.
I have no idea.
So I go, I was going to sit in shotgun and do this call and like answer questions.
Uh-huh.
Now I got to do the call while driving, and it's a big call.
Okay.
So
Poor guy, you're making a financial call in front of this guy. That's horrible.
I know, it's like saying the N-word to a black guy.
He's going to jump out of the car on the LIE.
Well, he knew the IRS agent because, Jewish, but this is a lot to unpack here,
All right.
as they say. So I'm talking with Russell Altman, our business manager.
Love Russell. Shout out Altman.
Great guy. So he goes, something's wrong on your tax form or whatever. We're way behind. We had to get an extension. So we have to call the IRS, and they're going to ask you a bunch of questions. And I was like, well, I don't know. They're like, what's your tax ID number? I don't know that shit. So he's like, I'll be on the phone too. I'll do all the talking. You just got to be there for legal reasons.
This is literally the most anxiety-inducing thing I can imagine. Driving
Yes.
with Raanan while talking to the IRS.
Yes. And it's on the highway and it's raining.
Oh,
So
God.
just picture all that. It's just 7 layers of hell coming
Fun
at me.
side note, by the way, Raanan fired Russell because he was charging him too much.
I know,
He's like, this
I
guy's
know.
horrible. He's dog shit. He's bad news.
We talked all about that.
Oh, boy.
We had a great hang. He's a good guy, that Raanan.
He's
Horrible
one of the,
driver.
One of the great conversationalists
Yes.
of all time.
Great points. Everything he said, I was like, that's a good point. I never thought of it that way. That's great.
Very smart guy.
He changed my opinion on like 9 things. I'm gay now.
There you go.
So I'm driving the bus, and I'm on the thing with Russell, and then we're on hold with the IRS. So it's like, boop, 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 and Russell's like, how you been? Oh, good, all right. And then Rhonda's like, can you believe long legs was so bad? I'm like, shut up, you fucking Jew face. So I'm on the phone, and then the lady comes on, and she's like, hey, this is Keisha with the IRS. My IRS number is 918. Fuck you. And so Russell jumps right in and he goes, hey, he doesn't know much. I'll do the talking. And she's like, sir, this is the IRS. This is a legal whatever mumbo jumbo. He has to answer all the questions. And he was like, okay, sorry. And then he's texting me. He's like, I've never been yelled like this before. This lady's crazy. I was like,
my
yeah, what are you going
God.
to do? So now I'm reading text, the whole thing. I got the earbuds in. She goes, all right, Mr. Normand, what is your tax ID number? And I'm like, oh. And Russell goes, ma'am, let me just answer these. He doesn't know. And she's like, sir, I said he must answer it. It has to come from
God.
him. And he's texting me. He's like, I've never seen anyone like this. I'm like, oh. So I'm like, oh, I'm scrolling. And he's texting me the ID. So I'm reading the phone while driving on the highway in the rain going 14962. And these are long numbers. So she goes, that is correct. We do this for half an hour. Sir, please give me the date of birth of your last known parental unit. And I'm like, and Russell has all the information. Plus, she goes, what's your address? And I tell her my address. She goes, that is incorrect. And Russell's texting me the Long Island all the information's under the Long Island business address.
Oh, Jesus.
So I'm doing like, Long Island, Valley Road, 2189. And she's like, correct. We do this for like a half hour, 35 minutes. We get everything right. And she goes, something's not computing. You have to come in.
Oh.
So now I got to go in. But either way, the whole time I'm swerving. Rhaanan's talking about Hamas and Gaza. And I'm like, yeah, while reading the whole thing. It was the most stressful drive ever. And nothing happened. Nothing came of it. So I have to go into the IRS office.
This is horrible. I mean, are you in trouble? Are you getting pinched?
I don't know.
'Cause I think you can go to jail. Wesley Snipes and
Capone.
the other guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be
that's
careful
true.
out there.
Yeah, well, I think I wrote something in wrong. I wrote female or he, she.
Well, you
I don't
probably
know.
claimed you made 30 grand last year, is what I
think-
would suspect.
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
But it's scary. By the way, the IRS, I always thought, because they say the IRS, and then there was a wrestler when I was a kid, Mike Rotunda, who was Erwin R. Shyster, which, by the way, is such a weird gimmick. He wrestled in like a suit.
True,
He came out with a suit and a briefcase.
I remember him.
Yeah, and he was like, here comes So I actually thought the IRS was like the president. I thought it was like a guy.
Oh, that's funny.
I didn't know it was like Yoquanda.
Right.
There's like 300 IRSs.
Yeah, good point.
It's the Internal Revenue Service. So it's just like a
Yeah.
bunch of people.
Well, they are scary, but it's like 9-year-olds. We don't know what the IRS is. We don't know what taxes are and mortgage and stock market.
Well, that's why I thought we had a guy. The guy,
Yeah.
I thought he was like a lawyer for people.
That makes sense. The kid brain is fascinating. I remember when I was a kid, my parents had a law firm, and they were at home, we're eating dinner, and somebody called like, Sylvia's stuck in the patio. She couldn't get out of the patio of the law firm. We had a little patio with a gate around it. They're like, Sylvia, and I remember being a kid going, I thought she was in a little box because I didn't know what a patio was. So they're like, Sylvia's stuck in the patio. So I thought she got into like a little jail cell. I didn't know what a patio was.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. To me, that sounds like the secret language of POWs.
Oh,
Sylvia is stuck in the patio. That means like we're coming to napalm
sure.
the agents or whatever.
Yes. So
Sounds like code.
Patty O'Reilly. But whatever. So
Patio furniture's on sale.
I got to go to the IRS. So we do the gig. Gig's great. Raanan killed. I had a good set. They fed us well. We drive back. I drive back. We get back, great time. Gave Raanan some extra scratch, for being Gaza. And then now here's where I gotta talk to you.
Please hit me.
So a couple pods ago, you go, hey, this guy over at Altman, he's the stock market guy.
Oh yes,
He's good. He's
Mr.
gonna
B.
change your life, Mr. B.
Yeah.
Mr. B is big.
Is it bad?
Well,
Oh, just hit me. I'm nervous.
Mr. B. So I go, boy, yeah, you're right. Well, your money should be working for you, like a
Oh
Mexican.
God, am I fucked?
Well,
Oh God.
I took your advice. You gave me the
Okay.
guy's number. I go, I'm going to make some changes. I got a kid on the way. I'm 40 years
no.
old. I'm gay.
Oh no.
I'm calling Mr. Beast. So I give the beep, boop, boop. And this guy's good.
He's very good.
He's
I
on the-
think.
Well, he's on the phone like, what are you doing? You could have made this much. You could have made that
That's
much.
what he said to me. He got me on
You're-
the hook.
You're a man. Take care of your family. How about you be a provider? You
Yes.
cum guzzling Nazi. I go, yeah, what am I doing out here?
Oh, he had me. Like I ran through a wall.
Yes, exactly. Hey, Kool-Aid. And I gave this guy a lot of money.
I gave him a little.
Oh, I went hard. I went, whatever you're thinking, quadruple it.
All right.
Stock market crashed 3 days ago. I'm fucked.
What do you mean it crashed?
It
didn't
crashed.
crash. I didn't hear about a crash.
Didn't it crash?
So I'm fucked.
Well, if you put it a little in, you're probably okay.
Well, it was a little. I mean, it's a relative. It's probably the same amount relative.
I don't know. This was, I went all in. I emptied my whole account.
But it doesn't. It crashes. It comes back. It's all pipes,
Is it?
Jerry. Of course.
Oh, okay.
What do you think? It's 1929? It's not the Dust Bowl, is it?
I thought it was. I'm freaking out.
2008, 2001, 1980, whatever.
I got a prenup. I called my dad. I'm freaking out. I mean, the whole thing's in the trash.
No, it comes right back. Lex is not even worried about it.
Oh, really?
I mean, Lex makes about 12 grand a year, so I wouldn't get too excited about what he says. Okay.
Ah.
He's got a 401k. That's a lot of K.
Yeah, 3.
That's not as much K as I put in the system. So, but that's why you don't even look at it.
Oh,
Don't
really?
look, don't talk, don't ask questions. Just give all your money to a stranger and don't talk to him again.
Oh, I figured I have to call him and see how bad it is.
I didn't know about the crash.
You didn't even hear about it. It's Trump's calling it the Kamala crash
Oh, boy.
because it's her fault.
Are we all right? Lex, hit me straight.
You think? We could go into a depression and a crash.
No depression.
All right. I freak it out.
No depress.
Oh, we were?
Well, we were in a regression or whatever, the recession. Yeah.
Yes.
2008. It was
Air
crazy.
recession. Okay. All right. Well, I've been losing sleep over this.
Oh, God. Should I lose sleep?
Nah, you're fine. I put in hefty.
But it comes back. Don't you see? Trump's going to win and get us all our money. Trump.
Those are all long-term investments anyway.
Yeah, they're long term. It's only a problem if you're day trading.
Oh,
Right?
really?
Yeah, you just put it in. You don't worry about it. It's a low stakes, whatever. Well, I don't know what you did with this fucking lunatic.
I went into all day stuff. I got a day spa. I got a daycare. I got a sunny day.
No, you don't even look. You don't
Daylight
worry.
savings.
It goes up and down, but ultimately it goes up. That's the key with the stock market.
Oh, all right.
Don't worry.
I hope you're right. I've been panicking. I thought about moving to Gig Harbor.
Oh, God. I'm going to call him tomorrow. I'm panicking, too. I'm pretending not to because
Well,
I'm
you
making
call.
a big move soon.
Yeah, big move. You call, let me know.
I think we're okay.
All right, I can't call him.
Because the savings account is shit. We're okay, right? How much did you lose?
And does that come back in this weird?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
COVID, it dipped.
Oh, COVID, it was demolished.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I took a personal harder hit during COVID than last
Oh, all right. Well,
Yeah.
I invested in the border wall, and that never happened. so I lost all
COVID,
that.
2008, all this stuff. It all
right.
goes. Remember Wolf of Wall Street? He gets all
Yes.
excited, and then the crashes this first day, and then he ended up having a yacht, and then he goes to prison like us.
Yeah, all right. I can deal with that.
And then we become motivational speakers.
As long as I get to fuck Margot Robbie, I'll take it.
Sell the pen. Well,
Yes.
it got me all nervous, though. I didn't even hear about this shit. But that's the way to do it, I think. You don't look at it. You play the guitar on the MTV.
Yeah.
That ain't working.
Maybe the crash will help us. Maybe people will freak out and dump money in. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know how this shit works.
But yeah, I think that's day trade shit. They take a bath. They try to get rich quick. But that's the key. You don't try to get rich quick. Lex?
I lost like 6%.
6%? That's nothing.
It's substantial.
I don't know for overnight, but you're not broke.
Yeah, you're going to be fine.
All right. I thought it was all wiped away. I thought it just went away.
The number you put in is probably almost exactly the same.
Yeah, exactly.
6%.
All right.
Well, that was a speech he gave me, and I don't know if we have financial people listening.
Please.
But he was like, let's say you put in $100,000.
Yeah.
And then he said, the biggest crashes, which is like, 2008, 9/11, COVID, whatever. He's like, with whatever thing he put me in, he's like, the most you're going to lose is 17%.
Okay.
He's like, that's the most. So that would drop you from 100,000 in the bank to 83,000 in the bank.
all
And he goes,
right.
now, if you went from having 100,000 in the bank to 83,000 in the bank, are you going to change what you eat for lunch? And I said, no, I'm still going to go to Chipotle.
Yes.
And he said, but now if you could gain 30% over 10 years, if you go from 100,000 to 130,000, right? Is that
Yeah.
right? He's like, you might eat a better meal.
Yeah,
but he
that's
did use
true.
better numbers than that. And I was like, I'm going to get a better meal. And I still went to Chipotle. Exponential.
The more it
Yes. So then if you
Okay.
make 30%.
grows, the faster.
Yeah, so if
right.
you're making 30% of 130, now you're making $31,000. And if you
Okay.
make 31, then you all of a sudden
All right.
some bullshit.
You're
I don't
making
know.
me feel bad. I just picture the guy outside the stock throwing his hat on the ground, stepping on it. Now I'm cooking a boot later. I've got a stick with a bag on it. I'm walking down the train tracks.
I think you're gonna be okay.
All right. Well, you give him a call and see what he says.
I'm gonna call him up and say, hey. How's my $50 doing? I think we're all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking.
But that is the nice thing about having no money. Like 2008, everybody was all crying and killing themselves. I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
That's true.
I had $112 in a checking account and $80 in a shoe.
I'm running a tire down the street with a stick,
Nothing changed for me, but I think we're good. Overtime, don't worry. Once whoever wins it's going to be great.
All right, RFK. Here we go. We'll see what happens.
Era.
You see some of those Kill Tony clips? They're pretty fun.
I saw a little bit, and they asked me to do a spot, but I was at fucking Magoobies. Story of my life.
Oh, man.
Like, come do a spot. You're a legend. Do Madison Square Garden. You've done it before. You deserve it. Come kill Tony. And I was like, I got 112 people that bought tickets at Magoobies.
You got that right.
Where were you?
I was in Richmond and Greensboro.
Oh, well, we fucked up.
I can tell you all about it here.
Please, hit me with it.
I feel like it's your turn. I went hard on the stock market and the Raanan.
Well, this is just a silly goose thing that happened that I thought was funny. So you know me, I go to Chipotle every day of my life.
Woo! Hey, it sounds like a good life.
I keep seeing all these people in the news. They're like, this man went to Chipotle every day. I'm like, I go to Chipotle every day, and I'm hilarious.
Yeah,
This is just some dick eating Chipotle.
Oh, weird. It's like the supersize me.
Yeah, put me on the news.
Yes!
I go to Starbucks 3 times a day. Can I get on the news?
I don't get why that's an accomplishment.
I don't either.
Seems like a loser.
Yeah, people send it to me all the time. I get like, bling, a message from a fan. Look at this guy. I'm like, I don't care. I do that.
Yeah. Routine.
Anyways, we go to Chipotle. I go with Matt Wayne, my boy, my main squeeze. He doesn't like Chipotle. It gives him the shits.
What? Yeah, but you deal with that later.
I don't get these shits, people. Mexican doesn't give me the shit. I think because I'm immune.
Everything makes me shit. That's called food.
Right.
You got to get it out.
You convert it to energy. Whatever doesn't become energy, you shit out your asshole.
Waste.
But I think a lot of
We have
people.
toilets.
I think people eat Mexican. They're like, shit. It comes out as like hot chili, but
Sure, I love hot chili.
I don't know. I just shit regular after Chipotle.
That's how I feel. I think it's a nice shit, too. It's long and brown and lean.
Yeah, I got a double tapered green shit every time I shit. It's beautiful.
My lady's like that, though. She's lactose, so she'll eat 1 scoop of ice cream. She's like, man, that's good. That's just a run to the bus station.
Yeah, that seems fine. I don't know. I like shitting and...
Love shitting. I mean, if we didn't do it, we'd die.
Absolutely. John Wayne had like 300 pounds of shit in his tits when
Is
he died.
that right? Howdy, partner.
That's what they always say. I don't know.
John Wayne. I think you're thinking of Elvis.
No, John Wayne. I think it was 80 pounds of shit in his... Yeah.
Whoa.
That's he's famous for. That's like what he's most famous for. The Searchers and shit in his butt.
I didn't know that. Holy moly.
Pull that up, would you? I think it might be a myth, but it's like something. It's not good. He had an impacted colon.
Oh.
Powell.
Fudge packer. I see. Well, I know Elvis died on the shitter.
Absolutely. Yeah. My grandma, too.
He was backed up from the pills. He was on the barbiturates.
Oh,
you
right.
Can't shit on the pills.
Well, I used to take Vicodin for leisurely, and you couldn't shit for days on that stuff. But
Oh yeah, boy, those were fun as hell. Those Vikes.
remember that gig with Ira?
Oh.
He was just flicking them back there, and we were catching them like Pez dispensers. And then we got in a fist fight and ate steaks.
Yeah, best night of my life.
Big mistake. Hey, folks, Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by DraftKings. NFL Week 1 has arrived. That's exciting. A new season means new ways to get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the National Football League.
Oh yeah.
DraftKings is a ton of fun and is going to make football season way more exciting. Getting started doesn't have to be intimidating. Just place a bet on something simple. Something like picking a player to score a touchdown. Once you get in the groove, you can start placing all sorts of bets and raking in the dough. You're guaranteed to win, for God's sakes. Get ready for the best season ever. I love placing bets on sports.
Here, here.
Everyone knows about me. I'm a gambling maniac. I just love it. I put a small amount, or sometimes a big amount. If I feel confident, I'll put a big amount. And if I don't feel confident, I put a small amount. Just make it a little more fun.
Yeah, make it interesting.
I like the Dolphins, the Ravens, the Raiders, the Chargers, the Redskins. I like all the teams to win this week. Get on there. Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook, the place to bet touchdowns. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code Tuesdays. That's code Tuesdays for new customers to get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 and get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium on us. Wow.
Whoa.
That's a good deal. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in New Hampshire, Oregon, and Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance Insuance, excuse me. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dfng.co/ftball.
Nicely done.
NFL Plus Premium offer available only to new and former NFL Plus subscribers. Additional NFL Plus Premium terms, nfl.com/terms.
Hell yeah. Wow. That was like a reading test. Hey, folks. Tuesday's Story is brought to you by Blue Chew. It's about time you stop worrying about your performance in the bedroom. Get your Blue Chew so you can focus on having a good time. Blue Chew is a unique online service that sends ED meds right to your door. It's got the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, Levitra, but a heck of a lot cheaper. I keep a big old fishbowl at the door full of Blue Chew, ready to go. Come on in, pop one, plow my wife and me right in the face. It works. It tastes good. It goes down easy. It's chewable, and it comes in that sleek, sexy black pouch. I love to you just got to keep one on you in case you got a family reunion. Getting started is easy. Sign up at BlueChew.com. Chat with one of the licensed medical providers, and they get you approved, and you'll have your prescription in just a couple days. God, they make it convenient. Blue Chew wants to help you have better sex. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. Tuesdays with Stories fans, however, can try Blue Chew free when you use promo code Tuesdays at checkout. Just pay $5 for shipping. Whoa. That's BlueChew.com. Promo code Tuesdays to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety info. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the show. Back to the laughs.
Well, anyway, so I went to Chipotle with Matt Wayne, and we walk in there, and it's a Spanish lady. She speaks very little English, and I go, hey, I'm going to get a burrito, and he's standing next to me, a good buddy, and I go, I'll get the extra rice and the, you know how I do, and no beans, chicken, some queso, and she goes, you want anything? He goes, no, I'm just here for moral support, and I go, this is my good buddy. He's just here for fun, and we go, ha, 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 and the people behind us, they recognize me. They started laughing, and they were like, when people see you and you're being funny in public, they're like, he's being funny.
Doing it. He's doing the thing.
Doing the silly thing. So I order my burrito. We go down the line. I go, get me this, give me some cheese, shove that in my ass. I got a gift card. We get there. We look down, and there's 2 full burritos. And I go, I'm all set. And then she goes, you, sir, you want anything else? And Matt's like, what's that?
Uh-oh.
And she goes, you want anything else or exactly the same? And he's like, I didn't order anything. And the lady's like, yes, you said. She just said, you said.
Huh.
And he goes, what? So the whole way down the line, everything she put on mine, she just put on his.
Well, she doubled up.
And it's like, I guess they thought like I was his handler. And I'm like, put on whatever. I don't know. He said, I'm here for fun. And I said, yeah, moral support.
Well, this is a problem with the language barrier. And I hate to sound like John Wayne with an impacted colon, but I'm like, I've had Ubers where they're like, what do? And I'm like, we're going Delta. And they're like, okay. And then we end up at LaGuardia. I'm like, we're going to Newark.
Well, that's what's good about Lyft is you can put it in there with a little pin. But yeah,
true.
I have it all the time. This is why you want to order from the local business and whatever, but you call and you go, hey, let me get a pepperoni pizza, a set of pickles, and a small Pepsi. And they're like, you want a penis? You want a piccata? A pinata?
I know. Well, you ever seen that video of the black guy who takes 2 phones and he calls 2 different Chinese restaurants and puts them face to face and they go, hello? And they go, hello, what you want? And it's fucking comedy gold.
I've never seen that, but
I'll send it to you.
Please do. You'll forget. But
all right.
But anyway, so they just made a full burrito, and it was like a Mexican standoff, no pun intended. He's like, I didn't order anything. And they're like, yeah, you did. You order.
Well,
he's like, I haven't said a word. But I guess because he said, I'm here for fun.
Moral support.
They thought he said, give me 100% of what you give him. I have no idea. It was so bizarre. And then it's like one of these things where there's an extra burrito. We're like, what do we do? And then we're looking at the people next to us. They're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And they looked like, you're worried that it's going to come out of their paycheck. Like they're going to take me in the back and shoot me.
Yeah.
But we just kind of were like, I don't know. And he doesn't eat meat either. He's like vegan. He's like, I don't know. I'm like, I didn't order that. And then they're trying to explain to this lady. She's like, you don't want it? It's no good? That's not what you wanted? And he's like, I don't want anything.
Yes.
And she's like, you don't want anything? And I'm like, I want my thing.
Yes.
So anyways, it was a whole big bag of tits.
So, but you don't have to pay for anything you don't want. That's the beauty of it.
No, but I felt bad because I think they're going to get deported or whatever. They're going to make them build the wall. They're going to pay for it.
Well, these are the rules.
But anyways, it was just hilarious that they just somehow they translated it to like just make him the exact same thing while he's standing here.
It's funny because we went to Chipotle years ago on 72nd Street, and she goes, "You want guac?" And you went, "I'm all set." And she went, and you said, "What about I'm all set?" means I want guac.
Well, they don't listen. They just get in the habit. Because I get beans thrown on mine all the time. I say no beans, and they just take a bean and put it on. And half the time, the one in our studio, they're always just chatting with each other.
They don't listen. And you know what I hate? When they pick a spoon up because they're like, this guy's going to be slow. I'm going to get ahead of him. And I'm like, I don't want sour cream. But they jump for the sour.
Yes. I've had it too where they dump it on there. You're like, you got to start over.
Yeah.
I don't want that. But
I don't want it.
Anyways, that was funny.
Sour.
Give me some more. You got a list a mile long.
Oh, wow. But you didn't have to buy it.
No.
Okay, good.
But it was just one of those things where you're like,
It sucks, too, because sometimes at Chipotle, every 1 out of 114 times you go, they go, just take it. Take the other one.
Right.
And I'm surprised they didn't, but he's a vegan anyway. He's a gay.
Yeah. Brian Vegan.
Yes.
I don't eat meat. Did you ever do stick or treat anymore? Is that ever coming back?
I think we're going to bring it back.
Bring it back, because I want to do Brian Vegan.
I like Brian Vegan.
Ah.
All right. Went to Richmond. Driving there. I got a 3 p.m. flight. Don't you love a 3 p.m. flight?
I don't.
Oh, okay. Middle of the day.
It's a gamble.
Well, you can sleep in. It's an hour flight. I'm going to get there at 4. Still got a couple hours before the gig. I'll shower. I'll be ready to go. It's perfect.
Big mistake.
Well, it didn't matter anyway because I get the ring canceled. Cancel culture on my landline rotary. So canceled at like 6 a.m., which is nice because I didn't drive there yet.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah. So you get the text. I wake up at 10 a.m., get the text. It's canceled. And you have that what's that first initial thought?
I don't have to go.
I'm not going.
Yeah,
you go,
that's the
I'm
best.
not going. It's over. It's in a couple hours. It's in another state. I don't want to do it. I hate myself. I hate comedy. I never liked it. I'm not going.
Well, this is obviously it's crazy. I have to get into the details here, but this is one of the many problems with the 3 p.m. because your 10 a.m. gets canceled. You're already up at 8. You're like, well, maybe I can find the noon. I can find the 2.
True.
I can find the 4. The 3 p.m. also is going to get canceled because who's flying to Richmond at 3 p.m.? It's like
Dickless.
11 people, because this is what the airlines do now. They just go, well, there's only 12 people. We're going to lose money. Cancel it.
That's true. Cancel
so
culture.
You're fucked.
So I go, it's about 10 a.m. So you kind of go, well, let me look around. Find a Delta, but it's a connection.
Okay.
So now we got a Delta leaving at 1.
Going to Raleigh?
Atlanta. Delta loves Atlanta.
They really do.
It's a hub.
So is Raleigh.
Oh, really?
Big time.
Oh, okay. So I go, all right, hubcap, get me down to Atlanta, but I land at 6:30, gigs at 7. So you lose a whole day flying, a whole day connected. So I go, that's the only flight working, so I just buy it. And also my agent lives in L.A., so it's 10 a.m. I'm like, canceled, you got to help me, I'm stupid. He's asleep.
Right.
It's, 7 a.m. over there? He's not waking up till 8:30.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
So
you got a lot of anxiety-inducing stories today.
Yeah. So I go, all right, I'm taking it. Now since I'm up at 10, I just got to pack my shit up and I just fucking jump in the shower and I just go to Newark.
All right.
Or LaGuardia, whatever it was. Fly to Atlanta, got an hour layover, hit the lounge, pig out, as you do, chug 8 cups of coffee, whatever. Get on the flight or get to the port, the gate. Delayed!
This is the first flight?
I'm already in Atlanta.
Okay. This is the second flight.
So I'm in Atlanta, delayed. Then you go, man, I was already getting there at 6:30. The show's at 7.
Oh, my God.
I better text the agent. Beep, boop, boop, boop. Yeah, we're delayed. He goes, well, what time does it say you're getting in? 7:30.
Oh, my God.
Show's at 7.
Oh,
but I got an opener. I got Fat Chris Al opening.
Hey.
So he can do a cool half. Yeah,
Yeah.
Cool.
With crowd work.
Sure.
Just kidding. Chris is great. He's one of the best.
Yeah, he actually did really well.
I miss Chris.
So I go, all right. So I land. They pick me up. It's kind of nice because the agent picks you up. Or the tour manager is like, I'll pick you up. It's too crazy. I can't trust an Uber. We got to get you there.
That's great.
They push the show to 8.
Okay.
Go there. I think there's something to this. I get there, Chris is on stage, he's killing. It's a hot crowd in Richmond, great theater, great town. And Chris goes, is he here? Yeah. I wave. He goes, all right, this next guy. And I'm talking, this was like, I felt like Springsteen at AIDS Con or whatever it's called.
Wow.
Whatever that is. And
Live Aid.
Live Aids.
Yes.
The worst kind. So I go out there, do some jokes on the delay. Woo, woo, it's in the moment. I've never killed so hard in my life.
Wow.
I think there's something to the late there. I felt like Madonna.
Well, they feel like they're part of something. You know,
Yes.
comedy, it's all about getting people to connect and go, oh, that's so true. And now they're all part of it because they're aware you're late, you're not there. That's who you are. That's your thing.
Right.
The late guy, the fuck up, the idiot, the dipshit.
Yes,
So I think
yes.
they're all excited about it. They're like,
Yes.
he's doing the thing. It's crazy.
And he made it.
And he made it because if they don't get there, it's like Axl Rose. People are like,
Right.
oh, they finally came out. Here they are.
Yes, I did a barrel roll out there, and they're like, he did it. That's him. Because you ever had to cancel a gig from a flight? You know, you're like, hey, flight got canceled. It's a coroner strike or crowd strike or whatever. I'm not going to be there. You get some mean. I drove 3 hours. I got a babysitter. I killed my wife. I drowned my baby in the tub. You didn't show up. And I'm like, well, the flight was delayed. What do you want?
Right. Well, we just had this with the Regs. We had 2 gigs. We sold 11 tickets and 10 tickets, respectively, at arenas that we tried to book. And
Yeah.
the 12 people were like, they burned a cross on my front lawn.
No.
And I said, hey, I would have done it.
Yes,
It
yes.
was blame these guys.
Sure. What does that mean, respectively?
I think we had this conversation.
I've
I
seen
think
that
it's.
when I'm reading,
I
it's
think
always
it's like
says that.
if there's 2 things, respectively, this respection and that respecter.
Gina Spector.
Like we live in Manhattan and Queens, respectively.
I don't know. Yeah, what is that? That doesn't help me.
It means like respectively. It's like respective, like an adverb.
But what is respective?
Respective means,
I know introspective.
respective means like
I know
you're
respect.
over there and I'm over here. What do you want from me? One goes east, the other goes west. Respectively.
Oh, okay. All right. Now I got it.
Respectively. When you say it like there's 2 ducks over there. One's
Yes.
facing that way and the other one's facing the other way, respectively.
But what's the respect? Can't they just look 2 different ways? I don't get the upside of using that. It's in a lot of books. I read. This guy's gay now and he loves his kids, respectively.
Well, I think it's got to be 2 things. There's this thing and that thing. It's comparing 2 things, but not comparing, just saying the 2 things. There's I bought a lamp and she bought a thing, respectively.
Respectively, yeah.
Hit us.
The definition is in the order given.
In the order given.
Meaning in the order that I just said it is the order that given.
In the order.
Okay, so the one duck looked left first, and the second duck looked right second. So
Absolutely.
you say the first duck first?
Yeah, respectively. Yeah, in order.
I see.
So you moved to Manhattan. I guess I moved to Queens, and then you moved to Manhattan, respectively.
All right, I don't
I
love
was
it.
way off, Jerry.
Yeah, okay. This is up there with the first thing, incredulous.
Yeah. So why? So if I said, "Hey, my father's gay, my mother's mean,"
yeah.
Respectively,
Yeah.
he had to be gay
He
first.
was gay first. I guess you're born gay, so that wins.
He's a couple years older. Yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go, respectively.
Well, you're born gay, but you're not gay yet.
Well, you're not a homo. You know what I mean? You're not like, hello, because you don't talk yet. There's no kid who comes out like, here I am.
Right. Yeah, you're not having sexual thoughts.
Yeah,
I don't think.
You are coming out of beef curtains, so you're kind of on the theater stage.
But it is early on that you have, because I was attracted to women very early. I remember being like
same.
3-4 days old, wanting
Yeah.
a tit in my mouth.
Yeah, well, you got one.
Absolutely.
You know, it's incest, but what are you going to do?
Yeah, good
Boy,
point.
incest is a real, because you come out of your parents fucking made you. Then you come out of your mom's clam. Then you suck on her tit for a while. There's a lot where incest is a very fine mom.
Yeah, and it's just it was a hot load in your mother, and then that's like your genes were in the load.
Yeah. Whoa.
That's funny.
And you were in your dad's jeans.
Like my eyes twitched because of my dad's load.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's right.
Or the back of his hand, probably more likely.
That's true.
I'm like, ah!
oh,
You know.
God. All right, wide load.
So you made the gig. The gig was hot.
Hot gig. Then I get this text from the agent. This is a weird one, but
More like a call.
a guy was at the show and he has a restaurant and he wants you to go to the restaurant. It's all taken care of.
Oh,
I go, oh.
pipes.
So I got a couple of, I get some Yelp looking at. I'm like, let's see this restaurant. I don't want to go to some fucking, backwoods food truck. I'll take anything.
Well, backwoods is no good if you got Chris Allen with you.
That's true.
Virginia backwoods, Chris Allen, forget about it.
He brought another black, so we had a couple. Then we had a couple of scraggler whites.
He brought a black.
Yeah, half black. So he had a guy shooting him. They shoot. But so we all go to this restaurant after, and all taken care of. I mean, we had the steak, the duck, we had cocktails, we watched the Olympics. The guy gave us merch. He couldn't have been nicer.
Wow. Shout out. What's the name of the restaurant?
Bar West in
Hey.
Richmond. Check out Bar West.
Gotta go to Bar West, BBW.
Barry Weiss.
Yeah, Bar West. All right. If I'm
Bar
ever in
West.
Richmond, I will go straight to Bar West and eat for free.
Yes.
I hope.
He's a gay.
Okay.
You would love it. You would love it there. The food's spectacular. We had mozzarella balls dipped in ranch. I mean, it was high end, low end, and East End.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, so we did that. Then we drink our nights away. We go check into the hotel. We still haven't checked in. Wake up the next day, drive to Greensboro.
I like Greensboro.
I do too.
That's nice.
It's a cute town. You know those old Western movies, the John Wayne, where they have like saloon, the doctor's office, hotel. It's just like a row of storefronts.
Sure.
That's what they have. It's still like that. They haven't upgraded.
I like that about Greensboro. I did the arena there with Louie. That was one of the first gigs we did.
Oh, arena.
Yeah, and it was during like the big bathroom thing.
Oh, the trans.
I think it was trans, yeah. And then people were canceling their gigs. And Louie, shout out Louie, he was like, well, because Springsteen canceled and maybe somebody else. And Louie's like, well, I'm going to do the show, and I'll just donate the money to LGBTQRSTUV.
Sure.
And but they did actually add letters. That looks like an old joke, but there are more letters now. Did you know that?
ABC, QAnon. Yeah, I can't. There's a plus in there, too, I believe.
Yes. I think there's an A.
Is there an A? Asexual? Anal?
I think it's asexual.
Oh, okay.
I think A is it. Can we get a reading on the latest letter? I do think it's LGBTQA+.
I don't know about asexual. Well, I was asexual in high school, but is it by choice?
I don't know. I was into plus-size women for a long time. It wasn't a choice. It was because that's who would fuck me.
Yeah, well, that's an A+ right here between us.
LGBTQ2.
Two.
Q2.
Is that threesomes? You get two women?
Two is two spirits.
Two spirits?
See, that's what they went too far with the two. Now we're into the fucking crystals and the mythology and the what is that called? The Mercury's in
Hypothetical?
retrograde. Yeah, come on, two spirit. What, you got
spirits.
an imaginary friend?
There's also more that come up, like LGBTQI,
QI.
I've heard of I.
intersex.
Oh, intersex.
Intersect. That sounds like a spaceship.
Oh. I took the intersex to my gig. I got off at exit 41. Hello, folks.
I got caught in intersex with Raanan and almost got hit.
I wanted to talk about this, but I wanted to go back to that because, yeah, Raanan, the drive, he's like, Sam can't drive.
No.
Morrell. Raanan can't drive. I had the same thing you had with Colin Quinn. Maybe I told this story a long time ago. These city guys, I call them city hicks. They can't drive.
Quinn can't?
Oh, he stinks.
So it ain't a Jew thing, we've realized.
No, I think that doesn't help. But
Yeah.
I mean, we got in the car with him, me, him, and DePaul. This is 20 years ago now, and he started driving. He was like a 2-foot driver doing this thing.
Yeah.
And it was weird because Colin Quinn's a legend. He's my hero. I'm in the back. I'm like, I had to go, I'm sorry, I got to take over this car.
Good.
And he was like, what? I'm like, you got to let me drive. This is crazy.
It's crazy.
And it was the same thing. Colin Quinn from the SNL had to like get out and walk, and I had to get in the car and be like, this is nuts.
You're just some drunk from Whitman.
I know.
Now you're driving the
Well, then he
bus.
had to drive home because, of course, I had 7 cocktails at the gig.
I bet it's still better.
But then after you have a couple Quaaludes and a cocktail, you're like, you can do stop and go. I don't give a shit. I'll be
Yeah.
snoozing in the back.
Yeah, I don't even know where we are. I'm with you.
But yeah, these people that can't drive, I can't handle it.
I'm with you too, and you could use the safety thing. You go, we're gonna die if you drive. I don't feel safe. Even though I don't care about dying, I'm like, I can't watch this happen.
I was always like that with drinking and driving. I would always let someone else. I was more afraid of getting arrested than dying.
Yes.
Like I would be like, I'm too drunk to drive. You drive. The person's like, I'm in a blackout. I'm like, I know. I don't. We won't die. I just don't want to go to jail.
You can go to jail.
You go to jail. I
I'm
don't give
not
a
going
fuck.
to jail. All right.
Yeah.
There you go. Sorry, Tom Dustin. But Oh, shit. I thought I was joking. Did he go to jail?
He got arrested, but he's out now. He's got a license
out.
again. Yeah, he's back. The movie's coming soon, by the way. We're going to do a big festival. We're going to do a New York premiere. We're going to do a Skankfest viewing. It's going to be at Skankfest.
Whoa.
And this thing is getting colorized and sound mixed, and it is just get excited. We got a poster, the whole thing.
Wow, poster. I love that.
It's going to be something else, and it's a hell of a picture. I think you might tear up.
Can I get a what do you call that, a screener?
No screener. Come see it at Skankfest.
All right.
Or you come to the premiere. You're in it.
Well, wait. Tribeca? What are we talking?
Tribeca.
What you said festival?
I can't say.
Oh.
It's big.
All right.
Big festival.
Oh, I can't wait.
This is the biggest festival.
RNC? What are we talking?
It's gonna be
October 7th?
It's gonna be something else, but
right.
it doesn't announce till later this year.
Ooh, this is exciting. Your second movie, Jerry.
I know.
How cool
2
is that?
features, and it's very exciting.
All right.
That's a good name for a podcast. 2 features. You have 2 feature acts. You get, Raanan and Sagalo.
Yeah, or a feature presentation.
Just kidding. By the way, Sagalo, new special, Thin Lips. Have you seen it?
I saw some clips. They're really funny.
Very funny. Got 40,000 views in a day. I looked in the comments because you always want to see your friends get shit on.
Wow.
But every comment, this is hilarious. This guy's the best. So funny, underrated. And yeah, so go check out the Brendan Sagalo podcast.
Good for him. 40 grand. That's what he makes a year.
That's pretty good.
All right. Well, there you go. So we get to Greensboro. Great time. Hold on. I got to remember my notes here. I wrote it all down. Oh, you're not going to believe this. So we do the gig. Show's great. Great room. Great town. We leave the theater. I do a meet and greet. Talk to some folks. One guy goes, you're not going to believe this. I am the promoter for Oscar Mayer.
Meyer.
Yes, that's my first name. And I go, oh, cool. And he goes, I got the mobile.
The Oscar Wire?
The hot dog
Oscar
mobile.
Wilde mobile?
Oscar Wilde.
The big hot dog with the bun?
Big
What?
sausage with the bun. Right, Oscar Mayer, right dab in the middle.
This is the kind of thing you get into show business.
Yes.
Sure, people fly private or they get on a hot air balloon. This is what you want. You want to be in the hot dog truck.
So I've had a couple cocktails. I go, hey, I've had a wiener in me. I've never been in a wiener. Let's do it. This guy, like a DeLorean.
What?
Big side door opens up like that. He's got a hot dame in there. His name was Corey. And we tooled that thing around town, and it's got the horn like, you know, that whole thing.
Oh.
And you see people drive, oh, shit, Oscar Mayer. And then I put my face, like, that's Mark Norman. We were at his show. So there's some photos of me out there just.
You got to be kidding me.
I'm inside a dick.
Oh, my God. Forget Jerry. Forget, what else did you do? Something cool. Netflix. Forget Netflix. Forget,
protect our parts.
Forget that shit. Oscar Mayer truck, Jerry.
I mean, this is something.
I mean, that's wild. Did you text Jerry, by the way? He loves cars. He loves the 50s.
Oh, yeah.
Text Jerry. Say, hey, look at this.
I didn't think about that. He does I don't know if that's his kind of hot rod.
I'm giving you all these Jerry ins. I sent you the photo of the Saab. You did nothing with that.
He's seen a Saab.
I saw, this was it wasn't just like a 1998 Saab. This was like a 1952 refurbished station wagon Saab. I'm giving you gold over here.
Yeah, well, I texted him the pregnancy stick.
Pregnancy? Who cares about that?
He went apeshit. He went, delete my number.
You sent that, but no Saab?
Well,
why no Saab?
I walk by 8 classic cars a day in the village. I'm not going to go.
This is a Saab. He drove a Saab on the show.
That's true. I'm sobbing from all this talk. But got out of the now. Me and the Oscar Mayer. He goes, "Where do you want me to drop you?" Because once you drive around the block, you get it.
Sure, that's any car.
You're in a car.
Yeah, you shift. I got it. The needle's different. The seatbelt's up here. Okay.
There you go. That's what I told Jerry. So I get out and the door opens right outside the bar. I jump out of that thing and I go, "Thanks for nothing." Choot choot. And I go right in the bar, and then it's a bowling alley.
Ah.
We bowled the night away. We had the time of our lives, and that was it.
Bowling is fun.
Bowling is underrated. The drinks were flowing. We tried putting spin on it. We're watching video. Look, that's how you do it. Chris is sober. He's chugging NAs.
Oh.
Ends with attitude, and he's putting back those Heineken zeros, and we had a great night.
I love bowling, but I got to say this. I can bowl one string. You know those people that are like, hey, let's get another round going. I'm like this. No.
Really?
Can you bowl 2 full rounds of bowling?
Booze helps.
By the second round, I'm throwing it under my legs. I always do like, let's see who can throw it the furthest.
Yeah.
You try to drop it. You try to run down the thing. I got about 40 minutes of bowling in me.
Oh, okay.
Well, I stink, too. I hate things that I stink at.
Oh, that might be what it is. Because I was getting better as I went on. You know, the drunk grip, the twist, the spin. I don't know what it was. And I just wanted to keep playing. Plus, the booze was flowing. We were playing with these 2 Navy guys, and they were good, so we had to beat them.
It's weird when there's people that are just like, that's their thing, bowling. But
I know.
I think we've said this in the show before. Black people love bowling. I had no idea. It blew my mind.
Every lane was black people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mookie Betts and some other people.
Yeah, they like lanes.
Elaine. Well, we got to fucking wrap this thing up. I got a child sleeping upstairs.
Lane
I hope.
Newton.
Let me just check
Nathan
on him.
Lane.
Look at this. You got the video right here. There he is. Oh, jeez. He looks dead.
Whoa, he does, yeah.
Oh, my God. Looks like he was shot.
That's crazy. Look, you got to do a chalk outline around that fatty.
By the way, we could talk to him if you want. There's a microphone. You can go on there and go, hello.
Hey, first podcast.
Pretty wild. All right, let's wrap it up. Where are we going to be? What's going on? Hey, Chris Allen's texting.
Whoa, Kismet,
How
baby.
about that?
Tell him he sucked at bowling.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, so
What do you got? You got the movie coming out. I don't know what day this comes out.
I have no idea. I don't know what day it is. November 9th, Town Hall, the big one. Which I talked to Soder. My ticket sales are just fine. We're
I knew
looking
they'd be
good.
fine.
Yeah, we're doing good. So November 9th, get your tickets.
You're cruising. You got 3 months.
Yeah, I'm going to Oklahoma City for the first time ever. I don't know when that is. Go to punchuplive.com/Joe-list. Get excited for the movie. We're going to do a New York premiere. I think I'm going to put it on Punch Up and charge like $4. I got to try to make some of the money back. I spent about $30,000 in this fucking thing.
On the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. That's a lot of
I know.
scratch.
It's not good. It keeps piling up. Making movies is not cheap, it turns out.
And with the stock market crash, you're really in the hole.
Yeah, I got to call Mr. B.
Yeah.
I'm going to ignore it. I think it'll be fine.
Mr. Bad News.
I got the first weekend in October. I'm at Philly Helium.
Oh!
I'm at Portland Helium in September. I'm at Oklahoma City in September. I'm at Skankfest, obviously. We're going to do a bunch of fun stuff. We're doing a live Tuesdays, I believe, I assume.
Great. We'll get a pod in.
I think we are. I think we're doing a live regs. We're doing the movie will premiere there. And then what else do I have? A bunch of crazy shit. It's all on Punch Up Live. Go check it out and jump on our Patreon. We're doing crazy, fun, wacky shit on the Patreon. It's a great time to be alive. Great time to be on there. Best Patreon in the sky.
Yes.
Where are you?
I'm all over the road. Going to Portland, Oregon, baby. Then I'm going to Toronto. We just added a show out there, so please, let's try to fill that up. London, Ontario. Got excited. I saw London.
I heard good things about London, Ontario.
Oh, all right. Never been. Monterey, California.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Really?
I've never been, but I hear it's spectacular. That's supposed to be one of those places, you know?
Okay. Monterey gun. Oakland.
Hey.
Okay. A little dicey there, I hear. Where the fuck? Edmonton. Oh, boy.
Edmonton. I always want to go to Edmonton. Connor McDavid.
Okay. I think Neil Young's from Edmonton.
He's from Canada for sure.
Maybe Winnipeg. Cleveland. I'm going back to the clubs a little bit. Hilarities. Trying to work out this hour.
Oh, I love hilarities.
Love Hilarities. Then we got the Wichita, Kansas, Fayetteville, Arkansas, Chicago, Illinois at the Chicago Theater. We're going to see if we can sell that out.
That's one of the big ones.
That feels good.
Your name in lines at the Chicago Theater. You got to bring Salacuse just to get the best possible photo.
Maybe I will.
My God, that is a special, special place.
All right.
That's a big deal.
Asheville and Charleston. So, yeah, come on out. We got a lot of
Love
dates.
Charleston.
MarkNormanComedy.com. Punch up /Mark Norman.
When's the Chicago Theater?
November.
Oh,
9th.
baby.
Yeah.
November
we're doing-
9th?
Yeah.
Oh,
Both
how
big
about
rooms.
that?
Look at that, folks.
How about that?
So if you're on the East Coast, go see him. You're in the Midwest, come see me. And if you live anywhere else, kill yourself.
That's exciting. Don't let the Chicago Theater get lost in your tits.
Yeah.
That's a big, big show.
Well, we'll see what happens. I might OD.
No, I think you'll be all right. All right, that was it. Lex, check out Grove 34, my favorite club. I talk about it all the time. Lex is a part owner. I don't know if you can say that. This guy's got some shady business going on.
Great club, respectively.
G34 Productions. Grove, is it G34? And, yeah, do that. Thanks for filling in last second.
Thank you.
And Mark fucked us again, as usual.
Yeah, we'll be good because next week is off.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, so you'll be feet up and put the wire on.
All right, maybe I'll try it again. I think it's stupid. Omar, I get it. It's great. It's genius. Who cares?
Yeah, he's a gay black guy. Seen that before at the steam room.
All right, we got to wrap it up. Good night, folks.
See you, Dale.